Hello, hello, hello. Been one of them days rushing around. Certainly not going to complain. So I've had lots of fun today. Thank you for joining the stream. I nearly never made it myself. Suddenly realised I needed the toilet. not the best thing when you're just about to start a live stream. Welcome along. Say hello in chat. Let me know who's out there. Let me know what's going on in the world, where you are. And I don't know whether you saw any of my social media posts or YouTube community post, but we're doing some GT3 tonight because I spent the day at Donington Park. Well, not the day, but the morning and into the afternoon at Donington Park to see the shakedown of the British GT3s and GT4s. And it was fantastic all the way up until about 1 o'clock when the heavens opened and we had pretty much everything you could think of, and the track was covered in hail at one point, and a couple of the brave GT3 guys went out anyway to put on a bit of a show. So I couldn't resist. I had to come and do the GT3s. It was something that just had to be done. Hi, Yummy. Thank you so much for joining. You're going to try the GTR. It's not bad, actually, the GTR. I just find it a tiny little bit heavy. It's the heaviest. I think it's the second heaviest or the heaviest of all the GT3s. And my kind of technique of driving it, not that you need any tips because you're pretty good, is to just trail brake and then have an extra bit of pressure on the brake at the apex of the corner, but not on all corners. It's one of them things. It's at I think Brands Hatch is quite key on a couple of the corners, just to trail brake and then an extra bit of pressure just to get the nose to grip. But let me know how you get on with it. So we're going to do the same format. It seems to be quite popular as the last two streams. So we're going to do 10-minute quali, 6-minute races. Six-lap races. Let me just type that in. So yeah, let me know how you get on, Yummy. It's I quite enjoy it. It's pretty quick on the longer straights that are about. I want to do a couple of Doningtons tonight. Right, let's have a little total round. Don't need to change any of the setup. Oh, we got way too much fuel. We're only doing sprint races again tonight. Welcome if you've just tuned in to the live stream. Welcome along. And I know how people feel about GT3s. Some people are fed up of them, some of them aren't. Some people love them, some people hate them. I quite enjoy them, especially the motor. Oi. Trying too hard, too early. Oh, get round there. So the no password tonight. And if you want to join in the drive-in, the lobby is I need to change the sensitivity of my brake pedal. Oh, it looks like ABS and traction control are turned off. We better nip back to the pits and sort that. Just check your settings, everybody, if you're tuned in. What's going on? It says they're on. It didn't feel like it. We had this problem before. Somebody mentioned this before. Even though it's AMS2 said it was on, it wasn't. And I can't remember. It was about 3 or 4 streams ago that similar thing happened. And I can't remember. It's been one of them days. So if anybody remembers, just drop into live chat, you know, on YouTube. Let us know if it's just me. I'll go back out. No, I've definitely not got any ABS or traction control. See how we get on again. Let's just let the guys know in AMS2 chat. Let's get going again. Cold times. So yeah, I've got a bit of a sore throat today. I'm not sure that I'm coming down with a bit of lurgy or something. Oh, it's such a different car without the bits and pieces switched on. Purist way of driving a car. Turns it into a drift machine. Welcome to the stream if you've just joined in. We're having a bit of GT3 and then we'll open up the selection to people watching or people in Automobilistas 2. To choose what cars and what tracks we do as we progress through the evening. Gonna be for a while. Ooh, cut the corner. I fancy trying a handful of different cars tonight. Oh, there you go. That's what these things are really like if you turn everything off. No TC, no ABS. Oh, I've cut the corner again. I don't normally have a problem down at the old hairpin. Oh, being careful on that throttle. Oh, somebody's found out no traction control. Yammy's putting a good time. Welcome to the stream if you've just joined. If you want to join in the racing tonight, the lobby in Automobilista 2 is YouTube at Sim Racers Arms, and there's no password. We're filling up the lobby already. And the reason for the screaming tyres is because I've got no traction control and no ABS. And it's either a bug that I've encountered before, or I've set one of the settings wrong in the lobby settings. So we'll have a look at that at the end of this race. It should be in the realism settings. Having to have a real careful brake pedal at the moment, and the throttle as well, because it just wants to rotate. Somebody been across the grass on the right there. You can see the tyre marks we just passed. Down through the Craner curves. Oh, I'm really twitching on the limit. Oh, just about stayed on. We might get a valid lap. You never know your luck. Got a flat spot on the front right. Oh. Let's see if we can borrow a decent time in. Smudge the Boys joined us. Yummy again from last week, along with Smudge the Boy. Oh. And we got Sundance, Peppercardo. Great name. Pepe Cardo, I should say. What else we got? I can't read the next one down. I'm fifth. I'm concentrating on finishing a lap. One and only Billy 13, Joe Barr. Actually, these are quite pleasant without traction control on. Once you get the hang of how much grip there is to the power. Oh, just not too much curb, too greedy. Qualifying's over. I'll take third place. So the lobby is YouTube at Sim Racers Arms, Automobilista 2, and there's no password. We're running a 10-minute quali and sprint races, 6 or 7 laps depending on the circuit. And I wanted to start the evening at Donington, and I want to come back here again at some point. There we go. I need a quick drink of something. Wait for Automobilista 2 to catch up. Hiya, Bill. Oh, okay. Yeah, it is a strange. I had it before. I had it a few weeks ago, and that was a nightmare. That was at Brands Hatch. Right, let's just quick double check on them, and then everybody's waiting for me, and away we go. Welcome to the stream if you've just joined in. We're at Donington Park in the GT3s. And I was concentrating on controlling the wheel spin because the lobby has loaded with no, as you can see, no traction control and no ABS, and the tyres are cool out the blankets. I'm locking up into the old hairpin. Everybody be nice and careful behind, thank you very much. And now we can settle into our rhythm and chase down 4th place. Gotta be so careful on the throttle and brake application with no TC and no ABS. It's either a bug or it's the way I've set up the lobby, but I don't remember changing anything. So we've got some good racing at the moment. I'm not going to outbrake anybody. I've already picked up a bit of a flat spot, tiptoeing through the chicane. Down to the hairpin. Oh, people are struggling with this no ABS. We have got somebody in here who doesn't use ABS and TC, so they should have the advantage. I can't remember who said that. Oh, that flat spot is getting worse every time it locks. Oh, we've had a half spin. Managed to avoid everybody there. Damage is on. The Porsche is getting closer. Yami's driving the Nissan GTR for the first time ahead. He's doing really well. I've raced against Yami a few times over the past couple of years. It's been a while since. Oh, gotta give the place back. Smudged the boy. Sorry about that. Race against Smudgster on a regular basis. He's being tentative on the throttle coming out of there. Concentrating really hard. Welcome along if you've just joined the live stream. Oh, I'm locking up. Smudges up the inside. Just how he likes it, apparently. Hope he's listening in and giggling. Can't stop. First and second have really settled into the groove now. Oh. Handfuls of opposite lot there. Completely different beast without the traction control and ABS, that's for sure. And every time you lock up and you've got a flat spot, it makes it worse and it gets more pronounced. You can feel it knocking through the steering. Let's see if we can close the gap. We haven't got long left. Oh, big slide. Lost sight of them down the dip. Having to listen really hard to hear that tyre skidding. So I can just... Oh, too much. Oh, get round there. We were on for a 127 then. No, I cannot feel them brakes when they're locking up. Oh, this flat spot is horrendous now. It's really rattling the rig. Welcome to the stream if you've just tuned in. Please remember to hit the like and consider subscribing if you haven't already. Thank you. Having a real struggle in these GT3s. Automobilist 2 has loaded up without any traction control or ABS, so we're all purists on the track at the moment. No electronic gadgetry helping us to get round these corners. And that's how much it vibrated the rig. I've just lost the remote control. I need a good hairpin. I need a good hairpin. That's not a good hairpin. That flat spot. Oh, we've lost third. Oh, we both win. Oh, we've got a spinner as well. Oh, sorry, I didn't realise you're going in the pits. One and only. I didn't clock that you got a drive through. That is very clever. Automobilista 2, that is very clever. When you've started a flat spot and you keep locking up, it finds the flat spot as it naturally would and makes it worse and worse. If you look at the tyre, I don't think you can see, yeah, if you look at the tyre wear on the right hand side, I said it was on the right hand front, you can feel it's on the right hand front, and that tyre is wearing quicker than any of the others, and that's shouldn't happen on a clockwise circuit. Should be the outside front that gets most of the punishment. And the shaking now through the steering is so pronounced. I thought we were going to have Yami. Still time. Just need to control this. No. Oh, it's progressively getting worse. You just think you've... Oh, Yami spun. Bad luck, Yami. And every time you think you got into the end of the braking zone with no lock up, it just finds that flat spot on the tyre and locks up even further. And the shake in the steering wheel now, you might not be able to... Oh, that's going to have made it really bad. You might not be able to see it on screen, but you can definitely feel it. I think we've lost a couple of races. We're not going to catch the leader, but I wouldn't mind a fastest lap if I can just control this braking. Oh, the flat spot's rattling away. Massive slide. Trying to modulate the braking, just trying to stop that skid. Oh, I should have moved the brake bias back. But it doesn't seem to be working either. Ooh. Oh, it has. Oh. I tried it at the start of the race and nothing happened. Could have took the pressure off that front right if I'd shifted the brake bias back. Great race in there. Well done, Joe Bar. Well done, Yami. One and only. Smudged her. Great racing, everybody. One and only, yeah, lobby bug. So there we go. That was quite an interesting race. The concentration level. Concentration level has gone up a notch without TC and ABS. That was great fun. We've got some people still going around, still rotating. 30 seconds left. There we go. Well done, everybody. Great racing. Average Mike, hello. Why are you locking up? Don't GT3s and have ABS and TC? Yes, they should do, but the lobby, for some reason, has loaded up without. Without ABS and TC, so yeah, it's proving to be a challenge, to say the least, in these cars. Yeah, Bill. Yeah, as you enter that braking zone and getting ready for the turn-in, it just locks up. But once it finds that flat spot, it just keeps happening. So I think we'll stick with the GT3s for a bit longer. Can someone pick a track? Welcome to the stream. If you've just joined in, we're having fun and games. Yeah, average Mike. AMS2 things happen. Yeah, it's a bit strange. I did this lobby earlier and did it as a private lobby, and it loaded okay, so it must be a little bug. Red Bull Ring. Why am I clicking on Hockenheim? Right, Spielberg. So if you're happy with that, vote to start. Welcome to stream. If you've just joined in, we're just about to get going at Spielberg in the GT3s. And the reason is that, well, the reason for the starting the stream with the GTEs is I spent the morning and early afternoon over at Donington Park watching the shakedown of the British GT3, well, British GT cars, so GT3s and GT4s. And it was absolutely fantastic, with lunchtime grid walk, well, not grid walk, but pit walk, in and up and down the pit lane with all the cars on show and the drivers out. So if you have a look on YouTube on my community tab, you'll see some pictures from very early in the morning when the sun was still shining. And then, luckily, just as I was walking back to the car, the heavens opened and we literally had everything. We had rain, torrential rain, hailstones, snow, the lot. And some of the brave GT3 boys and GT4 boys, I think there was a handful, went out for a bit of fun in the slippy stuff. But I missed that. I was already on the way back to the car. And it was a very muddy car park, but luckily I got out okay. But there was a BMW next to me who was really struggling. He managed to get going just as I got back to my car, but I could see him having fun in games. We'll just check our setup. Too much fuel. And I think away we go again. So 10-minute quali. 6-lap sprint. Got a few more people coming into the lobby. A few regulars. If you want to join this race, you've got about 6 minutes left to join. And there's no password on the lobby, and the lobby is at YouTube at Simracers Arms. No password, so come over, have a little blast. It's a pretty relaxed evening. We don't do anything too heavy on the stream nights. We just like to have clean, respectful racing. Damage is on. And unfortunately tonight, some have already noticed that ABS and traction control has not loaded up for some reason, and nobody's got the ability to turn it on or adjust it, so we're all having to drive very carefully. And I've already picked up a bit of a flat spot again, dropping into that corner, and we're getting a nice drift out. And they were driving like this today at Donington even before the weather turned, having some setup issues. Some of them were pushing quite hard. The Aston Martins sounded a little bit off tune. They were popping and banging when really they shouldn't have been. And some really nice GT4s, including one that was getting a lot of attention from the press. Ooh, hello. GT4 McLaren that was getting a lot of attention from the press. It had been modified and it got hand controls regarding accelerator and brake. So that guy, young drivers getting lots of interviews. A good turnout. If you keep an eye on some of the series, they have what they call shakedowns and press days, and a lot of the time it's open to the public as well, and it's free to get in. Oh, without TC, these cars demand your attention. Welcome to the stream if you've just joined in. Thank you for all the likes, that's very kind of you. If you haven't already, if you want to consider hitting the like button and even subscribing, that'd be very kind. I'm actually enjoying these without the drive rage turned on. Extra level of concentration. Feel and listening to the audio. Oh, that sausage curb grabbed the front tyre there. Swung me around. The tyres are staying cool. We must have a cool track. Track temperature's down to 20 degrees, so no wonder the tyres are struggling. It's quite a chilly day in the Austrian mountainside. So you've got about 2.5 minutes to join the lobby. YouTube at Simracers Arms in Automobilista 2, and there's no password. And we are filling up quite nicely. I think we got 15 people in the lobby. That's a good number. Everybody just has to remember damage is on. was a better time. Oh, we've just dropped the fastest lap. We were nearly there. Oh no, I've still got it. I didn't think... Oh, I've just like... Yeah, I guessed it. I saw it on my dash. There it had gone. Yellow. And I knew somebody was going to pick me. It's really close at the front again. Thank you for joining the stream. Welcome along. If you're not joining the racing and you're just watching along, thank you very much for joining in. Don't be shy. Jump in the chat. Richard. Oof. Oh dear. Let me just apologise to Smudge. Go back to the pits. The last place I expected him to slow down was there, and I thought I'd take a chance. Not take a chance, I'd take the opportunity to have a quick read of the chat. So Richard, hi Matt. Okay, brilliant. You're updating your graphics driver. Oh, it always makes me shudder when I have to update drivers and things. Is it going to work? Especially now I'm doing these live streams. I did update something earlier on. What was it? What did I update earlier on? And I thought, should I? Oh, it was the Stream Deck software. I thought, should I? Shall I leave it till tomorrow? But no, I'll live dangerously. Go for it. So you've got about 30 seconds if you want to join the lobby. There's still a handful of places there. How many? I think we've got about four spaces left on the grid. And you've got about 20 seconds. YouTube at Simracer's Arms, no password. Jump in there. Can we get 10 likes before we start this race? There's a challenge for you guys out there. So yeah, I enjoy these GT3s. I know a lot of people, oh, not GT3s again, but they're popular for a reason. And the British GT season's about to start in about 2 or 3 weeks' time. I think it's Easter weekend. So that's about 3 weeks' time. It's at Alton Park. So I think we will go to Alton Park, because that'll be the opening round. So, what are we doing there? So we've got 6 laps. Still pretty cool. So at the top there, it used to... Something's changed, because that used to be in centigrade for me, not Fahrenheit. So that's 20 degrees. Oh no, I don't want to do that. Nearly exited out of the lobby then. That would have been entertaining. Thank you for tuning in. Hi Darren, thank you for joining the YouTube chat. Donny was a very nice morning out for me. It's, don't get out very often, and it was a good excuse to get up to Donington today to see the British GTs doing their shakedown, ready for the start of the season in a few weeks' time. Oh, I wasn't driving, I wish I was. There's a few pieces of kit there today. So yeah, I was just watching, grabbing a few photos, having a chat with a couple of the marshals. Really nice marshal on the exit of the final chicane at the start of the start-finish straight on the outside of there. We had a good natter for a good 15-20 minutes. And then we had a pit walk up and down the pit lane with all the garages open with the cars out, and a handful of the drivers out meeting and greeting. So yeah, it was really nice, and the sun was out. It was a bit warm. I dressed up for winter. It's right, somebody's asking questions about... Can't spell ABS. Oh. So there we go. Where did we get? 8th place. We're in the danger zone. We're primed for a shunt into the turn 1. Kevin Barber's joined the racing. Yami and Joe Barrow going really well again tonight. Smudged is ahead of me. Maron Chauffleur. That's a cracking name. Mike Hamilton, a regular. Welcome back, Mike, if you're watching. Ant Car, Connor. Who else have we... Ah, new order. Richard, you've made it in. You managed to update your drivers. Yammer, you're scared. Ah. And Bill, welcome along, Bill. Great to see you in the lobby. And a few newbies. Well, new to my lobbies anyway, so check your fuel. Right, let's get going again. Hi Kevin Barber, thank you for joining in the chat. Appreciate you being here. Time for one race. Good man. That's what I like to hear. One's all it takes to lead on to another one though. Oh, somebody jumped the start next to us. Oh, somebody's struggling to get away in the BM. It's trying to squeeze me up the wall. Having none of it. I thought I'd better grab first gear. I'm going to shove the brake bias back a little bit because we've got no TC. Sorry, ABS. And to my very great embarrassment, not that I'm a person who tends to remember many names, but there was a handful of drivers that I recognised at the British GT at Donington today, and for the life of me I could not remember the names, and it's so embarrassing. A nice Australian kid who used to drive in British touring cars, I think, a season or two ago, and he was in one of the Ginettas, and then a couple of real young looking kids in a McLaren GT3, a white one. They were having fun in their shakedown sessions. And the best garage by far was the Mercs. And I just remember the team name and completely forgot it instantly. We just managed to... Oh, just about famous last words, just managed to leave space for the guy in the McLaren on the left of me there. Been some fantastic racing. I don't think there was too much contact at the start. Oh, big drift. Welcome to the stream if you've just joined. don't be shy, say hello in chat, not that I'm going to get a chance to read it. And this guy is making a big dive up the inside. Well done in the Porsche, that was a good move. Somebody stuck on the outside. I have got stuck on the sausage curbs on the left there before, and I think that was in I think it was one of the Formula cars, and it would not get off the curb, completely beached. Oh, just spotted him. Oh, and we've had a bit of an incident in front. Oh, oh, I'm being attacked from all sides. That's caused some carnage. Then two cars having a bit of an incident. Somebody's off in the kitty litter. Big drift coming out of there. Let's see if we can do something with the Coca-Cola flavoured McLaren. There's some free advertising on stream. Stop. Ooh. I think I need to put an invoice into Coca-Cola for that mention and that mention. Oh. That's it, my race is over. Let me get out of the way. Oh. That was unfortunate. I thought there was enough room on the left hand side for that. Oh, McLaren. Oh. I'm determined. I'm not rage quitting. I want to get back to the pits. I nearly collected that McLaren then on the way past. Right hand suspension's completely failing on me. Oh. We're definitely not going to set a fastest lap. I don't want to take out the marker boards. People rely on them. He's trying to leave him space. Has he got damage as well? Oh. Yep, he's definitely got damage as well. Let's see the way his car was behaving. Who's got more determination to get to the pit lane? We've got our own race now. Who's going to get to the pit first? Although I don't think I set up a pit stop strategy because it's only a sprint race. Oh. Oh, I'm upset now. He's going to beat me back to the pits. So I think what we're going to have to do is retire to the pits, because we're not going to be able to drive around like that. This is a workout. Just getting in the pits. Oh. Oh, how much fun was that? I don't think they're going to do anything. Oh, they are repairing it. We could be here for a while. So let's have a look. So where did we get to? Oh, average Mike, you're Mike Hamilton. I'm with you. Thank you for the heads up. It's always a bit confusing. I've caused a bit of confusion myself with some of my naming conventions, so appreciate that. We've lost a few racers. I did tell them damage was on. Paul Noble, just well, don't worry, Paul. There's about 3 or 4 minutes before the next race. Oh, Bill, I'm sorry, mate. Yeah, I didn't have carnage until halfway around, and somebody had a bit of a whoops-a-daisy. And then I clipped to McLaren down the start-finish straight. I thought I'd left enough space on the outside of me. Well, he might have clipped me, I don't know. Thank you for joining the stream. If you just joined, really appreciate you being here. Thank you for all the likes. That makes a massive difference, just that simple little click. More than you realise. Tells the algorithm that it needs to push it out to a few more people. the cheapest way to help anybody who's trying to do anything on YouTube and get some coverage. I'm starting to sweat. What's that all about? It's not that warm in here. Oh, how many laps does that put me down? So I've still got the flat spot on the right front tyre, rattling the steering wheel. Oh, I've done it against cold tyres from sitting in the pit lane. Mobile one, yeah, it is a long, great big long. I'm not surprised. I mean, they worked really quick, didn't they? They repaired the both front and rear right-hand suspension. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. I'm not stopping. I'm trying to. Yeah. Tyres are so cold. Mind you, the track temperature's dipped again. It's 18 degrees track temp. And I spent so long in the pits getting that repair. Well, let's see if we can have some fun. Because we're not going to chase anybody down. We're not going to get a fastest lap. So while there's no traction control working, and no ABS, let's see if we can have some drifting fun in the last lap or so. And there we go. Don't want to crash it, don't want to crash it. Another great big long pit stop if I do. Pacing over those curbs. Mind you, my dash has gone purple, so maybe there is a fastest lap. I wouldn't have thought so. So twitchy. You've just joined the stream, welcome along. Thank you for joining, thank you for popping in and taking a look. Appreciate you popping in. Don't be shy, say hello in chat. Please bear in mind I can only read chat if I'm on a straight, especially in these. And if you haven't already, please consider hitting the like and maybe subscribing. We do these live streams every Tuesday and Thursday. And on Thursdays, I run a lobby for about an hour or so, starting at 5:30 UK time. And then we switch over to the OlderDrive fun lobby on a Thursday around 6:30ish. And we join the OlderDrive gang for more fun and relaxed racing. If you want to know more about OlderDrive, down in the description there's a link that will take you through and it'll explain who the gang are. Richard, binding a button to TC worked for me, but okay, I have got one. I'll have to try. I did try it earlier and it didn't work. So I think we will go to Alton Park because it's the opener Easter weekend for the British GTs. I think I'm going to stick to the Mercedes for now. Thank you for joining in the stream. Kevin Barber, good fun race. Yeah, absolutely. I think it's going to be a bigger challenge at Alton Park. I need to see if I can get my traction control working. I have got a button on my steering wheel, but it didn't work in the first race. And the more people that vote now in Automobilista 2 speeds up the progression. So it just jumped to 5 seconds. So there has to be a large percentage of people hitting the thumbs up. And that speeds up the choice. Or the progression, I should say. And we'll maybe have one more GT3 race. So for anybody who's watching and racing, if you let me know in YouTube chat if you want to swap to a different car and what track you want, I don't mind swapping after this one. Or we'll just stick with the GT3s. Drink before we pull out the pit. We can't. Oh, we have gone. Bit of a sore throat for some reason. I hope it's not the lurgy. Done really well over the winter, avoiding colds and things. We got a lot of people in the lobby and they've all gone out at the same time. You've got to spin out. It's going to be tricky around here. Let's see if this TC is working. No, I've got no TC, even though I've got a control dial mapped on the steering wheel. Brake bias is working. I think the other thing to do is, hello, is dial down the. We got people going straight on. I'll let you go. If you want to go, you could go. I do like a bit of Alton Park, even with its challenges, especially in big fast cars like these. So who do we predict is going to get a... Ooh. Fastest lap? Who's in the lobby? Well, it could be Kevin Barber, New Order, could be Smudgster, could be Mike Hamilton. Who else has been going quick this evening so far? Oh, we got ACSR boys in as well. Some of those guys are quick. I can't read the name at the moment. Oh, we got Darren Whitehouse in front. Alright, Darren, take it steady. We got no TC, no ABS. These cars feel completely different, mate. You have to be really soft on the brake. Don't be too stabby on the throttle either. Hello. 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 I'm doing my own ABS here. Pulsate. I obviously wasn't going quick enough for that Porsche. Give me a little kiss. And said excuse me on his way past. Just let everybody know. Shall we join again? Thank you so much for all the likes. Really appreciate that. Twitchy through there. So we've got a warmer track temperature. I wanted to dial out the brake bias. If you want to join this lobby, if there's space, which I think there is, you've got about Oh. You've got about 3 minutes, 4 minutes to join. The lobby is YouTube at Sim Racers Arms, and there's no password. But be aware, if you do join, these cars currently have no ABS, no TC switched on, and I can't get them to the lobby to switch it back on. And damage is on. Bill's having a battle with that Porsche ahead. Too much curb on the inside, through the car wide. Oh, these are so rewarding to get right without, I mean, you've got no electronic aids. Bill goes wide. Oh, big drift. Trying to modulate the brake there. Picked up a flat spot again. What sort of times are we getting? 1:34. Oh, stop locking up. Oh, flat spotted it again. We're just going to make that worse and worse now. Oh, big wheel spin as we hit the brow. Oh, somebody's having a rest against the wall there. So twitchy. These cars feel more alive with everything turned off. It's going to divide people. Some are going to love it, some are going to hate it. There's already a couple of people in the lobby that drive without it anyway. So we're up there in third. We're doing quite well. And we're up again. Oh, just stayed within track limits. Having to be so soft on the brake pedal. Car's right on the limit again now. Oh, we've locked up again. Get round, get round, get round. Understeer coming in. We're up on our time, but we're not going to set quickest. On and off the brake pedal there. Just trying to reduce that lock up. So it's a little bit like the GTEs. But obviously without the ABS. Or is it the traction control? Somebody remind me. Do the GTEs have traction control and no ABS, or the other way around? I can't remember. Somebody let me know in chat. Get round. Ah, front left dug in nicely there. Nowhere near as quick as the top three. We've improved. I can definitely go a little bit quicker. Oh yeah, okay, pushed it too much. So if you wanted to join this lobby, you're out of time. AMS2 won't let you in now within the 2-minute window of the start of the race. But it won't take us long to do 6 laps of Alton Park in these. You're more than welcome to join the lobby, which is YouTube at Sim Racers Arms. No password. But please be aware, we have no TC and no ABS. And damage is on. Ooh. And we've got some really quick boys in here tonight. And we've got a few new names I don't recognise. Welcome along to the lobby if you're watching along on YouTube at the same time. Right, back to the pit box. Oh, there's quite a few I haven't set times. Are they sandbagging? Are they quick? Are they gonna go back to first place? Last to first place, I should say. Doing their own little last to first challenges. I like to do that sometimes. Right, can we get 15 likes before the start of this race? There's a nice little challenge, so if you haven't already, please consider hitting that like button. All the usual YouTube stuff. Consider subscribing if you wouldn't mind. Oh, average Mike, how did you do that? Have you got it mapped? Or did you do it in your options or something? Have I got to redo it, have I? Yeah, cool. Assistance. K and J, okay. I might be able to do it. Oh. Right, I need to try my keyboard off the start. Let's see if I can activate traction control and ABS. Check your fuel. Right, we're going to get racing any second now. Cheers, Mike. I've just tried that, so hopefully it's going to work for me as well, although it hasn't come up on my dashboard yet. But I know I've got keyboard shortcuts. Let's just double check what they were again, because I've got a brain like a sieve. J and K. Right. Oh, it's come up now. It's working. Thanks for that, Mike. We got half a chance. Although the car's going to feel completely different again. Storming start. Oh, the brakes feel different now. Oh, it feels so good. Come on, you Porsches. You're in the way. This feels like the Mercedes. Oh, he's just got them tyres. Bad luck, fella. Right. One of the KCSR guys in front. David, I think I've raced against you before. Not in one of my lobbies, I don't remember. Correct me if I'm wrong. And if I drive like that, I've got no chance of catching it. Who have I got behind? Johnny B. Oh, twitchy boy. I'm going to turn that TC down again. Oh, the brakes feel a lot better. It's definitely made them easier to drive. Taking the twitchiness out of them. He's setting some fast pace ahead. Although I'm effectively learning to drive the car all over again. Now TC and ABS are working. Amazing what a difference it makes. I need to throw the brake bias backwards a little bit. Don't help being on the grass. So, British GTs are here. First race of the season over the Easter weekend, which is the 8th to the 10th of April, I believe. Oh, missed that tyre stack. Oh, he's had a spin. Bad luck, fella. Bad luck, David. Oh, big twitch on the way in. Things happen so fast at Alton Park. Tight, twisty, narrow in places. Well, I'm never expected to be out front. Not with the talent that's in the lobby. Never rage quit, keep going, you never know what's going to happen before the end of the race. Oh, so unbalanced coming into there. We've lost quite a few racers. I'm taking there was a bit of carnage at the start. It's unfortunate. Understeer. Oh, just about kept it on the circuit. Oh! It feels a bit more settled now. I've thrown some of the brake bias to the rear. Well, Bill, that can only happen if you're ultra talented. I know that the tyre wear was... did you spin out by any chance? If you have a big spin and hold the brakes during the spin... You're out to go in and out twice there, Bill, to get... Oh, I've picked up damage from that sign. Oh, wow. Okay. That never used to happen. I've picked up front suspension damage from a sign that was lying on the circuit. You learn something. I knew they were going to bring that feature in. It might have been there for a while, but it's never happened to me before. You can normally drive through those things and not pick up any damage. Yeah, Bill, I had to do it twice before it lit up on my dashboard. Oh, I'm going to be in trouble with Johnny B now. Luckily the damage isn't too bad. Oh, I want to avoid them big curves. Don't want to add to the damage. So we've got to maintain this. 30% damage on the front right. We've got to maintain this pace with the damage. I don't think I'm going to come into the pits. It's drivable at the moment. Oh, sliding wide there. The BM's gaining. Thank you for joining the stream. Just noticed how many people are in here. Really appreciate you being here. I'm having a bit of a battle with my own car. Picked up damage by running over a piece of advertising hoarding that was left on the track by an incident, and it's given me 30% front right damage, massive understeering to the carousel. I left him room to come round if he wanted to. I'm not going to get round. So patient, well done fella. He's going to have me into under braking down here. Oh, I've missed my braking. Well, that was going to happen. I'm going to let these guys go because I'm struggling to hold on to this car. Ah, the KSR boys. The Porsche got good traction out of there. I'm not going to risk taking him off. Hamburger XL. If I can just settle back down with this car, I might push a bit harder for the last lap. Try and gain third back. Although I think Kevin Barber's going to have something to say about that. He's closing in. I nearly can't see him because he's in a camouflage McLaren. It's a sneaky way to race, that is. Oh, that front end feels very strange now. No, I'm going to stay out. The car is just about drivable. Thank you for the question, though. Closing in. I think he's got damage as well. And the reason I yielded on the last lap to the two first and second place guys was if I carried on the way I was driving, I was going to cause them a big accident, and that's not fair. Sometimes you have to recognise your limitations. I think Kevin Barber's listening on YouTube. He's been flashing me down that last long straight. I can see him when he flashes his lights, but he's almost invisible while he's camouflaged. Oh, are we going to gain on this Porsche? Modulating the brakes. Is he going to make a mistake? He closed in, but not close enough. Well done, everybody. Great racing. Great racing. Even with that damage, we managed to keep the pace decent. Thank you for all the likes. Really appreciate that. Right, let's catch up with chat while race is completing. Excuse me, I'm a bit burpy. Mike crashed out in the hairpin. ABS stopped working again. Oh, bad luck. Yeah, mine's worked all the way through that race, and the car, I just had to learn to drive the car again. It's very strange. Matt, just checked, Richard. Matt, just checked your lobby settings. You have ABS and TC off in the lobby. Oh, that's strange. I thought it was on. I'll have to have a look at that. Should be well. That's changed on its own. I never mess with those. Thanks for that, Richard. I'll have a look. Yeah, I know. I never mess with those, so it must have changed after the update the weekend. Yeah, mixed live. Yeah, I had to, yeah, it's gone off. It's gone off again. So let's return to the lobby. So it's reset. Yeah, I've had to go. It's like an override, I presume. So if you go in, let's just ask the question. What track next? First person in YouTube chat or AMS2 chat? Great racing, everybody. Nick, stop saying Nords because we won't have anybody left in lobby. They'll all leave. Very funny. Mobile One, oh, Canada. Okay, yeah. Let's have a look. Where am I going? My brain's not working. Montreal, there we are. I've just heard a subscriber's joined and Murray Walker's having a little look. I need to move that notification. It's over the writing. I don't know why it's doing that. I do apologise. I couldn't read it either. It weren't quite big enough. Welcome along. Thank you for subscribing. Really appreciate you joining us. Thank you for all the likes. Yeah, you can giggle. Right, I think we'll go to Montreal in Canada. It's already upsetting a few people, this choice. Sort the men from the boys. How you doing, Mick? I haven't looked at one of your videos. You did a video with a car kangarooing in Bathurst, I think it was. And I need to look at that video. Somebody mentioned it the other day. I did see it pop up on my feed and I haven't had a chance to look. It's been a bit frantic the last few days. Kevin Barber, my pleasure. I am so glad you managed to join. And you enjoyed the racing, I think. Yeah. Yeah, Richard, it must have reset itself. So I think the only way to do it is when you're in the pits. If you go into your options, go in and out. I'm lucky that it shows on my digital dash when it's activated. Ernesto, good race. Yes, that was an enjoyable race. I quite enjoyed the damage being on as well, if I'm honest. It just makes you think about things. Yeah, what caused the kangarooing? Oh, it's the vet on the historic Bathurst. I'll have a look tomorrow. What caused the kangarooing? Did you go off track in a funny place? Because there used to be a place just before the climb up the mountain that if you crashed and went over the barrier, you'd just rotate in nowhere. In the shadow realm, you'd be spinning for eternity, and you just have to crash the game to get out. Right, who have we got in here? Bill's back in. I wanted to look at the options in ISO. Let's see if we can get these controls to work. Edit assignments. Assistant. J. Yep, it's come up on my dashboard. So even though it's turned off at the lobby setup, you can override it by the looks of it. Why does it do that as well? Options, controls, assistant. Oh, we got some more fast boys in here now. We got Bill back in here, 66, Paul Noble, Under the Thumb, Mick Schleifer, Richard Neworder, Driving Game Nuts, Mike Hamilton. Oh, Darren Whitehouse is back in here as well, Mobile One. Oh, we got some great racers in here. This is going to be interesting here at Montreal in Canada. So I think it's about time I jump back out on track, get a couple of laps in. If you want to join this lobby, you've got about 4.5 minutes to join the lobby. The lobby is YouTube at Sim Racers Arms, and there's no password. Oh, my TC and ABS have just switched themselves back off again. Thank you for all the likes. Yes, brilliant, thank you. Oh, it's come back on again. ABS and TC's come back on again. A long pit lane to force you wide of the apex in case somebody's on a fast lap. I enjoy this track as well. There's not many tracks I don't enjoy. Automobilista 2. In fact, in ACC, AC, Race Room, R Factor 2. And the main reason for not streaming some of those other tiles is I just find Automobilista 2 is so much easier to get on with when streaming, and then setting up lobbies. And although I do plan to one day. Oh, tyres are still cold. Nobody behind, safe to rejoin. Welcome along to the stream if you've just got here. If you wouldn't mind considering hitting that like button, consider subscribing. We've had another handful tonight, which is really nice to hear the notification go off. We're at Montreal in Canada, and we got a very warm track, 55 degrees Celsius, air temperature of 26 degrees, t-shirt and shorts weather. Oi! And be quicker through there. I haven't been to this circuit for a while now. In Automobilista 2, it's been probably a couple of months. Traction control going berserk. Just turn it down a little bit. Yeah, we've got a slight issue if you've just joined the stream, in the fact that somehow during the lobby setup I haven't changed anything, but somebody's been in and checked, and traction control and ABS have been turned off for some reason. And there is a way of switching it back on for anybody who's racing and listening. If you go back to the pits, let me just concentrate on this chicane. If you go into the options, controls, assistance, vehicle assistance, and reassign one of those and come back out, it'll override the lobby setting and you'll get your traction control and your ABS back. That's if you want it. There's a handful in here that don't use it anyway. I did the first probably 3 or 4 races of the evening without it, and it does make a difference to the car, as you can imagine. You have to be so soft on the brakes, whereas with the ABS they allow you to stomp and have more consistent braking. And without the ABS picking up flat spots like there's no tomorrow. We're just snatched second gear on the change down there because I wanted to try and get the back end round. Oh, so much understeer through there. We are up on our previous time by quite a bit. I don't know how. That felt really slow through that tight hairpin. So who do we think is going to be at the top of the stack tonight then in this race? Oh, Mobile One's had a bit of an incident. Mick Schleifer, he's doing his usual. 66, he's doing his usual. I'm expecting Mike Hamilton, New Order, and then Driving Game Nut. Who else? Oh, we got Laurie in here. Welcome along, Laurie. Oh, we got some nice regulars. Good, respectful racers as well. Ooh, we've lost too much time there. Oh, Decky, there's a new name for this for me and my lobbies. He's half a second up on Mick Schleifer. That's a hell of a lap. Yeah, missed my braking point. Why is it? I thought they'd fix that bug. There should be an off track when you straight line that final chicane. Ooh, massive slide. Welcome to the stream if you've just tuned in. I really appreciate you tuning in, having a quick look at us, see what we're up to. We're at Montreal in Canada in the GT3s, and the reason we're in the GT3s tonight, if you look at the thumbnail again, you'll see that that's a real Mercedes GT3 car, and that photo was taken today at Donington Park. I was there for the morning and some of the afternoon, and it was the British GT3 3s and 4s shakedown day and media day, and that's why I'm in the GT3s tonight. So there's going to be no apologies for those people who are bored of GT3s. And the British GT Championship starts on the 8th of April, Easter weekend in the UK, at Alton Park. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, we just blew it. Blew it under braking. We will move up the order, I think. Managed to get third, but way off the pace of the top two. Look at the times that they've put in there. Let's just go back and make sure these are working again. Right, have I missed any of the YouTube chat while I was doing that racing round? Bill, no matter how many times I turn ABS, they switch off again as soon as you drive again. Mine's been staying on, Bill. It's a weird thing, isn't it? It's like a weird override. Kevin Barber. Yeah. Good man, looking after the family. 66, hello. Welcome along. Thank you for popping in and saying hello. You're right up there. You're very close to my lap time on that one. Right, let's continue into the rest of the race. Check your fuel. Damage is on. Right, everybody's ready. Not. I think we'll go for a tiny bit more fuel. I think everything else is going to be okay. We're ready up and just about get time for a quick drink. You watch somebody. You watch every time. People ready up just as I'm putting the bottle to my mouth. Yeah, if you're trying to join the lobby, it won't let you in if the countdown timer's within 2 minutes before the start of the race. It won't let you in. Thank you for all the likes. Can we get to 20 likes before this race starts? There's a challenge for you guys watching on YouTube. So the standout cars for me today at Donington were the Mercedes. I think they're the winning team from last year. Their garage, they'd spent some money. They bought the full gear. They were showing everything off today. What else was there? There's some nice Aston Martins. They always look really nice. And they sounded fantastic as well. And then just as I was walking back to the car park, the heavens opened and we had hail, torrential rain, snow. We had the whole works, and some of the GT cars went out on track just for a bit of fun. By the sounds of it, they were slip sliding away. And we got another subscriber. Thank you very much, Danny. Thank you for joining. Murray Walker's having a quick look to see who you are. I've got no traction control again. I've lost it. Good job I looked. What's frustrating about this traction control and ABS is that I did a private lobby and set the first race up and everything worked fine. And we had a similar issue a few weeks back, and it happened in the middle of a stream, and we were at Brands Hatch, and I can't remember what cars we were in. So I do apologise to all those drivers who were expecting traction control and ABS. Oh, I can't get the car turned. I'm driving it like I was driving it before when I did have it. These guys are going to run away from me in front. There's no way I'm going to catch these two. Mick Schleifer. He's got a YouTube channel. He posts very regularly. Go and check him out. Go and share the sim racing love to his channel. Mind the wall of champions. Oh, I thought I was going in there. Damage is on. Who's catching us? Boogie Business is closing in the BM. Oh no, big lockup. Oh, massive flat spot. Look at the front right. The wear on the front right has been chewed up by those lockups, and the flat spot will only get worse. Oh, we've got a big incident. Oh, don't pull out. Bad luck, Decky. I don't know whether there was any contact between Mick and Decky there. Oh, I'm running wide, understeer. Oh, drifting. Oh, Mick's waiting. Fair play, Mick. I think there must have been contact. That's why Mick's waiting. I don't want to make contact with the BM. He's left room. Good driving. Who we got now? Mick's closing in. Oh. So Thursday night's going to be the next stream. I stream Monday, Tuesdays and Thursdays. I forgot what day I was on. And Thursdays I start lobbies. So I'm being really cautious because I'm not confident under the brakes in an ABS. Thought we were going to screw up the wall then again. And Thursdays I start the lobbies for about an hour or so, starting at 5:30 UK time, and then around 6:30 I close my lobby down and I jump into the OlderDrive fun lobby. If you want to know more about OlderDrive, there's a link in the description that will take you through to information about what OlderDrive get up to, who they are, and the sort of racing that we do. We tend to have championship nights on Mondays and on the weekends, not just in Automobilista 2. We started branching out into other titles as well. I'm not going to stop for this chicane. Oh. I thought that car was still on the outside of me then. Let's just get around this hairpin. Oh, thank you for all the likes. Makes a big difference. Oh, too early on the brakes. That flat spot's getting in the way of progressive braking. Look at the front wear on the front right tyre. I'm having to be so soft on the brake to try and avoid that lock-up. I'm going to throw the brake bias back the second half of the race. Oh, big tank slapper. Oh, nearly caught me out. One click for now. That was better through there. Stop. I get the power down. 66 was doing really well there. He was giving me plenty of space to recover. Great driving. Just about stayed within track limits. Oh, big drift. Great racing, everybody. I'm not going to survive for long with 66 bearing down the way he is. Barely get the car turned. The theory is, if without traction control, if you get the throttle right exiting a bend, you should be faster than traction control. But when you're not used to it, same as the ABS. Oh, locked up a long way into there. I think I'm going to have to throw the brake bias back a little bit more. Loads of understeer, loads of oversteer. We'll just try that, it might be too much. You just want to take the risk out of that flat spot getting worse. Yeah, the car's sitting down a little bit better there. Oh, working hard. Oh, 66 is tempted. Is he saving it all for the last lap? I'm going to have no tyres left. I'm going defensive. He's going to have me easy there. Might have on the cutback. Going to be drag racing up the straight. It's so close there. Oh, it's going to be dangerous into this last chicane. Oh, bailed out. You got me 66. I chicken out there. New orders closing in as well. Dropping down the field. It's that flat spot. It's caused me no end of issues under braking. And again, just snagged. Whoa. Driving game nut is further down the field than I thought he'd be. He's obviously struggling with no traction control, ABS. It's a completely different beast. And even though I keep switching it on, a lot of people keep switching it on and overriding it, but it keeps switching it back off again. Oh, it's close at the front. First and second are so close. Oh, driving game nut is disqualified. Did you jump the start again? Driving game nut? Or did you do something else? Let me know in chat. Danny McFadden, bad weather in Ireland too. Yeah, I think it was blowing across from you guys. Into the Midlands. How did I not clip the wall? Wow. What a race. Fantastic driving, everybody. I know we lost a lot of drivers, but we're getting lots of people joining the lobby, not understanding that if damage is on and you have a wreck at the start, you're not going to finish your race. Mike, average Mike, not a problem. You go and do what you've got to do. Real life is occasionally more important. Thank you for all the likes. Thank you for all the subscribers this evening. Brilliant to have you all along for the ride. Let's wait for this to catch up. It doesn't always activate straight away. Yeah, good race, 66. I was having real trouble with the flat spot, I was. Right, do we want to stay with the GT3s or do we want to do something else? Let me know in YouTube chat or AMS2. So we got Mark Redmond just joined. He's saying hello in the AMS2 chat. Good to have you on board. Do we want to stick with these cars or do we want to change, or do you just want to change track? Right, we'll go to right then. So we want Silverstone. Can't do my alphabet. Silverstone. Oh, hang on. We can try. Which one did I think would suit them? Shall we try that one? In the Formula Inters. Cracking little car. A big contrast from what we've just been driving. No, I changed my mind at the last minute. We'll do the full version. more thumbs up, the quicker we jump through. Thank you if you've just joined the stream. Welcome along. We've just done a good long run of GT3 racing. I've lost track of how many races we did. I think we must have done 7, maybe 8. And we're jumping into the brand new car. It's been in Automobilista 2 for under a week now, and it's free. So it's in the base game. It's not DLC. And it's the Formula Inter. It's 190 brake horsepower, 500 kilogram Brazilian series, and it was called the Inter after the Circuit Interlagos. I did have a little bit of a look into the Formula, and I can't tell how successful it was. It ran for a short while and it seems to have gone dormant. But if I've got that wrong, just let me know. Maybe I was looking on the wrong part of the old internet. But it's not a bad little car. So, let's check fuel. And why does it default to 0 laps? Oh, it's because I was hot lapping and it's remembered the 0 laps from the hot lapping. So, if we hit default, I've got to take the brake pressure down because of my brake pedal. Up the brake ducts just a touch, and that's about all I'm going to mess with, I think. We'll go out and see what it's like. Right, let me just pull out of the way. Right, what's the chat saying? P3 class at Long Beach is fun. Okay, Mike, we might give that a little blast a little bit later. 66. Make buttons to get ABS and TC. Yeah, you have to keep going in and out of the options, and it activates it for a while and then loses it again. So it's kind of hit and miss. Paul Noble, are you on Discord? I have got a Discord channel set up, but I haven't released it to the public yet. It's something that I'm working on, and it's looking interesting. It's I'm probably going to release it a little bit further down the line. I want everything in place first, and Discord I'm not that hot on. So yeah, 66. Mine was on for the whole of the Alton Park race, and then I managed to get it working for the qualifying on Montreal, and then at the start of the race it just lost it again. So it must be that lobby setting and managing to override it and timings. Right, let's do some laps now. I've caught up with YouTube chat. We got a car coming. Not much of a rear view mirror, is it? We've got cold tyres and we've just picked up some dirt as well, so I do like Silverstone as well. So if you want to join this lobby, which is YouTube at Simracers Arms, you've got about 4.5 minutes to join. And there's no password. Oh, it's really slidey on cold tyres. When I was at Donington watching the GT3s and GT4s today, the track temperature was really cold, and they were having a bit of a struggle. And in the end I joined a couple of mechanics by the tyre warming tents. I wasn't daft. I was watching what they were doing. Oh, big slide there. 66 had a wobble. Let's see what we can do through Maggots and Beckett's. Watching modern day Formula 1 cars through there is absolutely stunning. The speed in which they change direction, all the back end ones come round. This car feels completely different to the GT3s we've been racing all night, so I envisage a lot of people are going to struggle for a few laps. Look at me using big words, envisage. I don't use that one very often. Yeah, so this car features in Saturday's 3-lap challenge series that I put out. If you haven't checked out the 3-lap challenges yet, please do so. There's 42 videos in the series so far, and it's where I take a randomly selected car and track and have just 3 laps to get into the top 10 of that particular leaderboard using my randomizer. And we ended up with this car on a Brazilian track, and I can't remember what the track was. And I talked quite a lot about this car during those 3 laps and my thoughts on it, including the ability to spin it at will. Oh, I didn't want to go across the gravel. And it's a very interesting car to drive, and I think I didn't see it coming, and I didn't hear any rumours of it being introduced. But it's an interesting car, and you've got to get your braking done in a straight line, and then kind of use the torque of the engine and throttle control to get it around the rest of the corner. Well, at least the way I drive, my driving style. We need to put a decent lap in because we're running out of time. If you want to join this lobby, YouTube at Simulators Arms in Automobilista 2, no password. You've got about a minute and a half before YouTube won't let, before Automobilista 2 won't let you in. Whenever you join the lobbies, if you see there's only 2 minutes or 2.5 minutes left on practice or qualifying, you're unlikely to get into the lobby. Although I think they're going to be changing it soon. I think they're going to change the ability to get into the lobby. You may get into the lobby within that time, but you won't be able to join the race. Thank you for all the likes. Really appreciate that, and thank you for all the new subscribers this evening. We've had a few now. I do need to tweak the stream overlays so I can read who's joining. And I am working on another video, and I'm going to be covering the force feedback that I'm currently running in Automobilista 2. It's a custom force feedback. It's very popular, and I've tweaked it slightly. I'm not doing very well tonight. I'm talking more than I'm driving, and it's showing 6 seconds down. So yeah, I'm working on that video because I've already got a force feedback video, but it's slightly out of date now compared to where I'm currently running. So I do need to update that. There's another video covering my camera settings, in cockpit camera settings, and I haven't changed those since that video came out, and that was inspired by a few people, including Sim Racing 604 Mike. He got, and I do reference that video in my video and give a link to his video, because Mike goes into a lot of detail, and there's just no point me going into that amount of detail when Mike's done it so well. He's a good chap. I like Mike. And also, I've got another video coming, still in planning, but it's nearly been tied up. It just needs final touches and then recording, and that's going to be about how important your audio levels are regarding your racing and your lap times. I've also got 2 review videos I need to do because I've been sent a couple of products, and on top of that, I just what's our time? It's looking promising. I'm going to jump up the field if I can negotiate this last chicane. Oh, on the rev limiter. Come on, losing too much time. See how far up we get. Yeah, and I've just invested some money into a little venture. Not a lot of money, very modest amount of money. And I'm hoping to gain a bit more experience in that investment before I offer it out to the sim racing community. So a little teaser. Really concentrating now. Oh, we only stayed up there for a little while. The usual suspects have knocked me down the pecking order again. Driving game not. Boogie Business 66. Oxide 44260. And if I don't get my act together in the next few seconds, I don't think I'm going quick enough to move up the order. How far down am I? 2.5 seconds off the leader. I'm nowhere near that, but I have improved. So we'll get our head down and keep going. That was better through there. Now, considering this car has got 190 brake horsepower, and it only weighs 500 kilos without the driver, and I think it's 490 dry, as they call it, without oil, without fuel and a driver, because the driver is a wet thing behind the wheel, full of water. The speed in which it picks up, and I know it's down to gearing and aero, but you'd expect it to pick up a little bit quicker than that. Stay on. Ooh, just about. Oh, I thought we got away with it. We were half a second up. Nowhere near enough to make a difference. Oh, get out of the way in case somebody comes around. Right, back to the pit box. Oh, have I missed anything in chat? Dud. Yeah, I've got keys mapped, but it's still not picking up the TC and ABS. It's intermittent. It's got to be changed that when you set up the lobby, for some reason it's defaulted to off. Everything's been turned off. Ray Norton. Still amazed how... You're not the only one. It does cost me lap time, but I'm getting better. I've had a bit of practice now. I'm not sure how many live streams we've done now. I suppose this is number 6 or 7, I presume. I'll need to look back and check. But yeah, it's all good fun. Let's see if this will let me click. Oh, there we go. Just let me click forwards. Just let all the drivers know that damage is on. We need a tad more fuel. I'd rather have enough fuel and finish rather than run out on the last corner of the last lap, which I have done in the past. And everybody's waiting for me, I presume. Not quite. Oh, we've got some interesting positions here. We got Mick Schleifer right the way down. We've got Mark Redman, who's in the middle of the pack. living dangerously. Got driving game nut and 66 and Boogie Business out front. Kivish Lamilton, welcome along. Haven't seen you in the lobby for a little while. Laurie, New Order, Neefok, Mobile One, including the trademark. JJ, welcome along. Mike Nice. Roshi, Salva, Paul Noble, and Darren. Have fun, everybody. Cold tyres, everybody. Cold tyres. Oh, got a blinding start. Back end's a bit twitchy, cold tyres. Everybody's being a bit cautious. And somebody mentioned last Thursday's stream, and forgive me, I can't remember who mentioned it, that these are like the skip barbers for AMS2. Well, considering we didn't qualify very well, we've done really well off the start. All snatched second gear there. And we got driving game on the inside of us. Oh, he's driving his little red Ferrari. It's not a Ferrari, it's just red. He thinks it's a Ferrari. Oh, was that coming up behind us? Boogie Business was on a march through that turn then. We need to keep an eye on him in our mirrors as we go through Maggots and Beckett's. He's committed. Oh, he's gone wide. Oh, I nearly went off. Getting all sorts of, it's like when the aero comes off, the front end drifts and then the rear end snaps the other way, and then the gearing's really odd as well, 4th to 5th. I probably changed up too early. On a big circuit like this, a lot of the corners you don't need the brakes for the medium and fast corners. You can just use the gearbox to slow you down. We've got mega understeer for some reason there. Yep, that's fair enough. I went extremely wide. That was better through turn 1. Driving game not had the same issue I had. The back wanted to go around the corner before the front did. He's putting 66 under pressure now. Let's see if he can join the fun. Oh, I keep missing that change on. Oh, Mark, you've dropped out of the... Too busy looking at who's left in the race. Mark Redmond's dropped out of the race. I can only guess that he's had an issue and had a crash. Let me know what happened, Mark. Mixed life, and not to forget the drinking, talking and driving, absolutely. And you've just jogged my memory, actually. It's something I want to do at the end of this race. These cars put out all of their torque and all of their horsepower at around 6,000 revs So you do need to kind of push it to the blue light on the dashboard before you change up. Ray Norton, got AMS2 working now and loving the Formula Inter after watching your previous vids. Would love to join you on the track. Oh, let me get around this corner. I'll finish off reading that great big long chat message. Thank you, Ray. Oh, 66 has gone round. Was there a touch? We've got to capitalise on the situation. Oh, bouncing the rev limiter. Cheltenham races. Week off work and heavy drinking. I completely understand. Mind you, I haven't done that for a long time. I think I was up in Chester about 10 years, 12 years ago, the last time I did that. I remember it, pretty much everything up till about 1 o'clock in the afternoon, and I don't remember much after that. I do remember coming out with the same amount of money in my pocket as I went in with, and I placed a few bets, so I must have had a good day. It's very rare to do it. Let me get on the straight dud and I'll have a read of what you bring, chat. Please forgive me while I go around a tricky corner. Yeah, Dud, it does. It's if you get it wrong, it'll just snatch and whip the rear end round. But on a corner like that, I mean, I took it a little bit slow. You can just drop to fourth and it'll slow the car enough to get it around the corner without having to touch the brakes. But there, I changed third too quick. It locked up the rear axle, so it does need a bit of a blip on the throttle just to control that. Why have I pulled such a big gap? Driving game nut must have had an incident. Yeah, a manual blip on the throttle alleviates the locking up of the rear, but sometimes you want it to do that just to get a bit of rotation. Not that much. Let's see how it handles this sausage curve. Good little car. Good little car. It's just a real shame we're not all closer together. Flat out through there in fourth. Drifting it as well. You can do it. It's once you've got it in your head what this car can do, it's quite rewarding. This track's a little bit long for it. I should have stuck with my original choice, the shorter track. But it still manages it. It's geared to manage it because it was geared for Interlagos. So, as we're coming to the last lap and a half, get your thinking caps on as to what car and what track you want to do next. Nothing too oddball. We want to keep drivers in the lobby, we don't want to scare people away. Mr. Lang just put in Automobilista 2 chat there. He was surprised he made it back to the pits. He's obviously picked up damage. Bad luck, fella. Ooh. So yeah, there's an interesting thing that happens on mid to slower corners when the aero stops working. You kind of get this front rear kind of in balance and drifting. So yeah, I snatched third just to bring the rear end round. It did unsettle the car, so not the best thing to do. So manual blip in there. And we've got Mick Schleifer closing in. He started quite far down the grid. And I'm starting to sweat again. I'm getting a shiny forehead. Yeah, better with the manual blip. He says. Oh, come and join back in a minute, Mark. We nearly finished this race. If you can get back in. Oh, this car's getting a bit skittish. The tyres are a bit warm on the rear. I'm too late on the gear shifter. That was better. Oh, Darren. Yeah, it's a bit of a problem, mate, when you're starting that far down the grid. It's what I said the other night to you. You've either got to be at the front of the grid or at the very back and be patient and hope that you can tiptoe through the carnage. Oh, we got a spinner on the exit. Oh, he's well out of the way. Good lad. He didn't try and rejoin in a dangerous place. That's all you can ask for. Gotta keep an eye on Mick behind us. He's just in the slipstream, and you get a really good slipstream in these cars because of the aero. He went wider than me there, closing in. Oh, that was a bit of a chuck it in kind of approach to that game then. Oh, we're going to have a battle. Drag race over the line. I missed a gear. Side by side through turn one. Me and Mick have raced like that on a few occasions. Stay in control. Just about caught that. Wanted to get on the throttle but I couldn't. Lovely texture detail in the force feedback going over those curbs, sawtooth curbs on the outside. Trying to leave him room, but I know it's going to be slippy. Oh! Trying to stay in control, so close to one another. He's going to have me on the run out of here. He's got me. Where is he? He's there. Right, if we play this right, and I know Mick's listening, if I can stay in touch with him, down the hanger straight. Ooh, don't do that, don't do that. Ooh, how did we get away with that? Oh, we're not close enough. I was going to just about to say if we can stay close enough we'll get a slipstream and we'll have a battle into the last part. He's heard me, that's why he's heard me. If I'd have lights I'd be flashing at you. See, that's the trouble when you live stream and other people are listening that you're racing. They can hear your strategy. we were too sidewards. Too much sidewards. Well done, Mick. I'll just do some lawn mowing. Thank you, Mobile One. Mobile One, yeah. Good save, I'm not quite sure about that. Oh, great racing again, everybody. Right, thinking caps aren't in YouTube chat or Automobilista 2 chat. What cars and tracks next? And while I'm thinking about it, I am going to try some of this non-alcoholic beer, Saint Etienne, and this is from Aldi, I think. Smells very hoppy. That's not bad. Brewed for a premium flavour. Oh, that's alright, there it is. So yeah, nice to think you can have a bit of a taste of beer and not have to worry in case you've got to jump in the car and go and help somebody or pick up somebody or be a dad taxi. Not that that happens very much anymore. Everybody showing off with the donut skills. Be aware, if you're listening and racing, that I was at Alton Park in an earlier race in the GT3s and somebody hit one of the advertising placards and it landed on the track, and when I ran over it, it damaged my front right. Right, where are we going next? Oh, Darren, I'm sorry your car was a write-off. Oh, right. Oh, you're having a week off at home. Oh, okay. That's fair enough. Yeah, expensive game that is. I mean, you'd have to wear a hat and everything, wouldn't you? And how do you choose a hat? It's always been my problem. Right, let me know where you want to go. Yeah, it's just one of them things, Darren. I mean, if you look back at tonight's stream, there was one race where I managed to thread the needle again, and how I miss people, I don't know. Right. Oh, have we got it? Let me catch up with the chat in Automobilista 2 because people are throwing all sorts of suggestions. I still can't. Blah 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 blah. It was. Stop typing. Let's do an Indy 500 race. Now, we've had carnage already tonight, so I don't think that's the best suggestion. However, we could do, actually, you've actually reminded me, I did a long time ago. Road America in And bear with me, because these are better than you think they're going to be. Which car was it now? I think it was these ones. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it was these. Let me know if you think that's okay. So I'm going to vote to start on that. The quicker you vote, the faster we get the clock to click down. Thank you for all the likes and all the subscriptions tonight on YouTube. Really appreciate it. Ray Norton, you hate Guinness anyway. I have to be in the mood for Guinness. Like, I have to get that mood. No worries, Mick. Thank you for being here. GT Nismo, hello. Welcome along. If you haven't already, hit the like button. We're going to do something slightly different. Road America with some IndyCars. Now, I've done this before a long while ago. Ah, Paul, I forgot it was DLC. Sorry, mate. Sorry, forgot about that. My bad. But yeah, I've done these, and they're surprisingly good at Road America. I am partial to a bit of Road America. Sorry to anybody who's watching and racing and haven't got the DLC. It completely slipped my mind. We'll put it this way, Paul. It won't take us long to do 6 laps. Not in these. Yeah, that's thinned out the grid because not everybody's got the DLC. Right. Oh, somebody's parked at the end of the pit lane. These are so aggressive on the gear change. Oh, come on, engine. Let's get it revving. You get the kick of the gear change in the steering wheel as well. Well, I do on my setup. We're on really cold tyres. Oh, turn. And these IndyCars, the way the aero loads up, you can actually feel it through the force feedback. And when you're in them really slow corners, you kind of, in these mid to fast corners, you get all the confidence of the aero, and then you completely forget that when you get to a slow, you can go flat out through there in feet. And when you get to a slow corner, you forget that there's no aero. And the brakes are pretty amazing as well. See, deceptive, you can go really quick through some of these corners. Oh, what a car. We've picked up a flat spot. You don't think it's going to hang on? Oh, I was pushing my luck. That was bound to happen. phenomenal brakes. You have to be patient on the throttle through the slow corners. Ooh. Tiny little lift. Need to re-gear it. Needs a longer final gear. Ooh. Oh, if you've got this DLC, try this combination. What a car track combination. Alright, let's go for a lap in. So fast. Oh, I pushed it too hard. I think while I've got time, I'll jump back to the pits and just tweak that last gear if we're able to. Yeah, I think just one click should do. We've got boost fully up. A little bit more fuel. Then we can do an extra lap or two. I need to just back the brake pressure off a little bit. Open up the brake ducts a little bit. What temperature we got? Yeah, we've got quite a warm air temperature of 26 and a track temperature of 55. Welcome along to the stream if you've just joined. Appreciate you popping by. We're doing something a little bit different now. We started off the stream in the GT3s, and that's because I spent the morning and dinner time at Donington Park for the shakedown of the British GTs, so GT3s and GT4s. Their championship starts on the 8th to the 10th of April at Alton Park. So we've done Donington tonight and Alton Park in the GT3s along with a few other tracks, and then we've had racers suggesting car and track combinations, and now we've ended up at another one of my suggestions. And if you happen to have this DLC or see it on offer, I highly recommend you get it, because this car at this track is absolutely sublime. Thank you, Mobile One. Great awareness. Really appreciated you moving over. That's a sign of a good driver. When he's on his out lap or on a slow down lap, he's aware of other cars around him. And that's all you can ask for. So we're gonna... Oh, massive drift. That left rear was a bit cold, it's definitely not now. Get off the grass. So we didn't run out of gears for the end of the straight. That one click was just enough on 6th gear. Oh, what a slide! So we've currently gone purple on my dash, which means if we keep this pace, we're going to set fastest lap. Oh, I've invalidated. So I'm going to have one lap to throw this all together. Everything happens so fast. I'm right out of the throttle. As soon as you touch the grass, completely off the throttle, let it roll. Then jump back on the throttle once you're on the grey stuff. So we just want to look after our tyres a little bit, not push them too hard. The last couple of corners before we have our final attempt at a lap. Right, build speed. Mash the throttle. Feel every vibration of the tarmac, every piece of texture. Too slow in. Let's see if we can recoup some of that. Waiting to get on the throttle. We've gone purple again. If we'd have left it in first there, we would have rotated all the way around. So we just use first just to help with the braking. Really concentrating again now. Wait to see that inside curve and then mash the throttle. That's the signal to go, go, go. Flat out through there. Wow. Has anybody seen the train on the left yet? Oh, a little lock up. Not too many of them. Oh, come on. Nicely turned in a bit earlier there. Somebody's gone too quick. I can't do that. Oh, lost time there. Pulling it back. Yes, we've gone purple again and we're going to hit first. There you go. Oh, look how close it is with Nismo. Wow. What a time. What a car. I think I did one of my three lap challenges with this car on this track a very long time ago. I can't remember. Or it was when the DLC first launched and I put these two together and just absolutely fantastic. So wait for AMS2 to catch up, not letting me click. Welcome to the stream if you've just joined. Thank you so much for all the likes and the people who've subscribed tonight. Really appreciate you doing that. There we go, we move forwards. So check the fuel, make sure we've got more than enough. And do we need to, I don't think we need to change anything else. I think everything's pretty much spot on where it needs to be. Maybe a little bit more front brake duct. And that's it. Ready up. So we've got a reduced number of people in the lobby. It's right, I'm just reading what Insane Maru has put. Grumpy old farts in it. I didn't notice your name earlier, sorry Grumpy. Do you have the DLC with the Indy RC? Not quite. I do have the DLC. Nismo was running a setup for Monaco. Okay, that's brave. Right, good luck everybody. Let's see if we can... Oh, we're slow on the start. So much wheel spin. Then we've got loads of torque steer. Oh! Oh, I thought we were past. Oh, big wreck. Big wreck. And there. I don't think we're going to link back to the pits. We may. Oh, no. Oh. Let's see if we can link back to the pits. This will be fun. This is a different kind of challenge. We've got cars everywhere. Severe damage, it's telling me. You're not kidding. Oh. It's like it's on shopping trolley wheels. Casters. Oh, it drives slightly better on the grass, actually. I'm going to stay over here. It's going to take a while to get back to the pits. Everybody's limping. Oh, it's definitely broken. I tell you what's going to be entertaining is when the pack comes back round and there's 4 of us all skateboarding along. We got a better race now. Which one out of the 4 or 5 of us is going to get back to the pits first? Oh, got wheels pointing in wrong directions and all sorts. I'm not going to be setting any lap records. This is like doing Colin McRae rally. Oh, dirt rally with the wrong tyres on. Colin McRae rally, that's a title I haven't done for a long time. Oh. Okay, people in stream. Oh. Will we make it? Another bit of the cars fell off. Will we make it back to the pits? And when? Oh. Blue flag. Well, I'm staying on the grass for the pack to get past. And I wonder how long he's going to take in the pits. I'll be able to read chat then. So if you want me to read something in chat, now's the time to get typing. I think I'd better get back on the grass if the cars are coming round again. Ooh. I think Insane Monroe's got a point, but missing the point at the same time. If we want them to be like simulators, surely we should have damage on, and this isn't the realistic. This is just performance impacting. And the trouble with the open lobbies with no passwords is when you get wreckers in and realise they're indestructible, they just wreck for pleasure. If they keep joining these lobbies and realise that if they decide to wreck people... Oh, so helping hand, thank you. Whoa. Oh. I am dripping with sweat now. Oh, we'll use the Armco, the barrier. Ooh. When the wreckers jump in and realise they're indestructible, they tend to wreck even more. So you need to find a way around that. And if you look at Metz VR, his channel, when he streams AMS2, even with his ranked racing on, it doesn't get rid of the wreckers. And I'm nearly back to the pits. I want to get back on the grass. I'm not in somebody's way when they come round. Oh. That weren't the grass I was aiming for. I was aiming for the grass on the other side of the circuit. So oh, bear with us, people on stream. We will resume normal service shortly. Oh, it's going to be a 9-point turn with the steering the way it is. Mobile One, he's having as much difficulty getting in the pits as I am. I don't know why I've put the pit limiter on. Oh, there we go. Oh, that was hard work. Oh, that was hard work. So let's see how long this pit stop takes. I'm puffing and panting now. This is where the alcohol-free beer comes in useful. So we're all going to come out at roughly the same time, give or take a few seconds. But the race may be over by the time all the repairs are done. So what we got in chat? GT Nismo. 66, good lap. It was until the race. Ray Norton, do you do this every Tuesday? Yeah, pretty much every Tuesday. I do try and give you a bit of notice if I do miss one. The only one I do Tuesdays and Thursdays, and I've only missed one Thursday in the last 8 weeks, and that was because I had technical issues. GT Nismo, these things happen. It's happened to me. Don't worry. I thought I'd made it through. And then you just clip the back end of me. It's not a problem. Right on. Just trying to get back to the pits. Is there anybody still behind us yet? We're all being repaired. So the 4 of us might have a race for the last lap or so. Never rage quit. Never quit. Light Pro and the safety car might have an incident, and we might catch them. You never know. Anything can happen in racing. Although they've just put another lap on us. Still, they've got to finish. Mobile One, who's the fastest crew? Well, we're about to find out. Well, I'm at 2 minutes and I'm just under halfway. So we may just about get out onto track. But considering I was the last one in, and I kind of get the feeling that we had at least 2 or 3 of us had the same amount of damage. Welcome to the stream if you've just joined. We've had some really really interesting incident at the start of this race. We had GT Nismo, who's no longer in the lobby. He had his game freeze as we exited turn 1, which is a really fast exit to that turn, and he swung across. I thought I'd missed him, and he clipped the rear of me, and then others clipped him. So there's 1, 2, 3. There's four of us in the pits at the moment, and we're already at least 2 laps down, and we're all determined to finish the race, which I really like. The struggle to get back to the pits was immense. I'm sweating still now. And we're nearly there. We're 2/3 of the way through the repair. I've got a feeling they're going to put another lap on us. There they go. So who's going to be the first one out of the pits? Who's going to be the first one out of the pits? Here we go. Sorry if this isn't making interesting racing on live stream. 2 people are out of the pits. Oh, come on, come on, come on. Looks like me and Insane Moreau are going to be racing together for the last lap. Are we going to get out of the pits before they come round again? Live Pro has slowed right down. He's making the race last. He's got 3 minutes to sit there. Fair play. That's really good. Right, I'm nearly ready. Nearly ready. A few more seconds. I was hoping to go out with the others, but obviously had more damage. Mobile 1, 3 suspension, completely gone. I think I was about the same. Here we go. How long will Light Pro sit there for? Will you wait for the second place man to gain? Why haven't my tyres cooled down? Surely my tyres should have cooled down. Sitting there all that time. But yeah, if we hadn't have had that big incident, we would have had a fantastic race. Lap times were really good. Mobile 1's still out on track. I thought he made it back to the pits. Oh, Mobile 1, I'm so sorry. The carnage just spoilt the race. It was revving up to be a fantastic race. And it really was off the start. We were all snaking. Maybe these cars, we need a little bit of practice before we dive into a sprint race. Oh. But until you've driven this combination and felt the aero through these fast corners. Right, what shall we do next? YouTube chat. Sorry about that, guys. It was a good idea at the time. Sorry for coughing down your ear, everybody. I didn't get to the mute button in time. So this isn't real beer. It's 0%, and it's Saint Etienne from Aldi, and it's not a bad beer actually, non-alcoholic. It tastes like beer. It's quite light, very hoppy. The safety car, ARC Camaro at Donington. Right, let's see what we got. It's going to have to be one of the smaller. Going to have to be the smaller track at Dono. We can't do the hairpin as well, and they'll be really wobbly down the Craner curves. So jump back in if you're fancying the little Camaros. YouTube at Simracers Arms is the lobby name, and there's no password. Thank you so much for all the likes. I really appreciate that. And the subscribers tonight, thank you for joining along with us. If you haven't already and you're a new subscriber, go and check out some of the other videos. Go and check out my latest community post, and you'll see photos from today's trip that I had up to Donington Park to see the British GT3s and GT4s. their shakedown before the season opener at Alton Park, Easter at April the 8th and 10th. That should be a good meeting, that one. I wouldn't mind trying to get to that, but I don't think I'm going to be able to over Easter. Right, these cars, if you've never driven them before, are a bit of a handful. They've got a Hayabusa motorbike engine in the back, or at least that's what I think it is. And because it's over the rear axle or slightly further back, you get a lot of front end lift under acceleration. They rev to about 10.5, 11,000 revs if I remember, and we get that pendulum effect. Tyres are cold, they're tiny, like miniature versions of a Camaro, and it's an Australian series. Ooh. You get this weird twitchiness. I say it's weird, it's only until you get used to it. You need to be changing gear at about the 9,200 revs, 9,500 revs, something like that, if I remember. And you can set them up for lovely drifts as well. There we go. I think Donington's slightly big for these cars, if I'm honest. We are doing the National, so we're cutting out the Melbourne hairpin. And I was standing just over there where them people are today for the GT3s, and up in that grandstand just on the left. And I also took some photos from just over there on the right on the inside of this corner, because they were doing promo photos and video with all the GT3s stacked 2 or 3 abreast. Fantastic sight. With all the GT3s and GT4s, I think there was around 30 to 40 cars on the track, all rotating around really slowly. Ooh. These take a bit of practice. Thank you, Luton boy. Good awareness. See how much the car dips, pitches under acceleration and braking. You watch when I brake into the next corner. The nose dips right the way there. There you go. Oh, too late on the brakes. Somebody's drifting behind. So if you want to join this lobby, these cars aren't for everybody, I've got to admit. You've got about 4 minutes left to join the lobby. There's plenty of spaces in there. Understeered. Oh no, I can't recover that pendulum. We'll let the others come past so we can join safely. You've got to kind of set them up under braking to get them rotated. And also they're prone to a lot of understeer if you haven't got the weight transfer sorted properly. Nearly had it right. I wonder if I'm going to actually set a lap. to blow the engine up. Oh, who was that? Just got it set up a little bit wrong on the exit and around they went. Couple of little nibbles trying to get it turned in. Oh, Mobile One. Oh. We had an incident. No damage though, and that was quite a wallop. A tiny bit of damage at the front. 2% suspension left front. Oh, so 4% on the bodywork on the front. And again, you can feel the snatch of the gear change through the force feedback. Just under 11,000 revs it's going to. But I think the sweet spot is around the 9,000. 9,500 revs. Oh, I think that's where the power band is. If you want to join this lobby, you've got about a minute and a bit left to actually get in time to join the actual racing. You can still join the lobby, but you won't be able to join the race. Once it hits 2 minutes, we've had another handful of people join the lobby, fancying their chances with these oddball cars. Nearly got that right. It takes so much practice to get the right behaviour from the car, or from yourself, to get the best out of the car, I should say. Snap. Nearly held the drift round there. We're not going to set a lap at this rate. Oh, trying to blow that engine up again. Oh, I've done it again. I need to get a wriggle on if I'm going to set a lap. Or does it matter? Shall we go from the back of the pack? Ooh. So rewarding when you nearly get it right. That wasn't right, but nearly right. Just about on the power band, only just. Concentrating. No cut track. Stay on. Well, that was predictable, wasn't it? Let's see if we can get across the line. Get another lap in. Just about. Somebody flying up behind us. So that's decided it for us. We're starting from the back. They are fun cars once you've got the hang of them, but they're such a tricky car. Kind of have to get them to sit back on the... It's hard to explain. Sit back on the suspension and the tyres. If you set them up well, they really do go... There you go. Like that. And I think that is the way you have to drive them. That was like a Scandinavian flick. The back end locked up. On turning. So this is going to make for an interesting race if we can all make it round one lap. Ooh. Is it going to let me... It's always a little bit slow, that. Check your fuel. Right, everybody knows. Check your fuel. Damages aren't. Right, good luck everybody. That's not a bad zero alcohol beer. Hits the mark. Oh, we've had some good racing tonight. We've had some right oddballs. Selections. What's everybody doing? What's everybody doing? Play nicely, play nicely. Play nicely. Oh, don't go off there. Oh, scary stuff, scary stuff. Oh, you two. Boy, there was room for both of you down there. No need for that. Whoa, cop tyres. Oh, I had to hit the brake and come off the gas. I was going to run into the back of him. It's mobile one. I nearly had you. Oh, that's how you're supposed to do it, side by side. Respected each other's space. We were still racing. I don't think we touched. And we certainly didn't spoil each other's race. And that's kind of the problem with some of the open lobbies when you don't password protect. People come in and you just... Even if they've got a good rating, you don't understand how much racecraft they've got. And we all made mistakes. I made mistakes tonight. Like that one. I thought I was going to hit the back. Plenty of room for everybody, believe it or not, down here. Right, let's see if we can catch the rest of the pack up. We're gaining. Play nicely, play nicely. Right, we're on the tail. We should get a little bit of slipstream. A little bit later on the brakes than the guys in front. go. Oh, locked up. Oh, bad luck, bad luck, bad luck. Mind how you join. See, plenty of these cars are so tiny. There's so much space available. There's no need to go rubbing. Right, let's see if we can get on the back of Mike and Light Pro. They're having a good battle behind as well. Plenty of space. Getting it to sit back on its back wheels, lift the nose. Oh, cut that corner. Kevin M, welcome along. Yes, you couldn't believe the difference. I mean, it was chilly when I got there. And then at Donington Park around 1 o'clock-ish, I can't remember exactly what time. Fortunately, I was just walking back to the car and the heavens opened. And we had literally everything. Oh, bear with. And it started like almost blizzard hail. And we had snow, and then we had torrential rain. And in them 20 minutes, I mean, the car park was already a bit of a mud bath. And there's a BMW struggling to get out, who's parked next to me, but luckily managed to just ease himself out of the mud just as I got there. I thought I was going to have to go into 4x4 recovery mode. Somebody mentioned last to first earlier, and credit where credit's due, Kevin. The GT3 and GT4 boys, a handful of them went out in it, and they were pouring in some laps. I think they took the opportunity to squeeze me, to practice tyre changes. Putting wets on. Oh, I've had to back right out of that. Oh, what a race this is turning into. So yeah, it was a nice day. I got some fantastic bits of kit. And they weren't hanging around either. Some of them, once they tweaked the setup early in the morning, they weren't putting the fastest laps in because the track temperature and air temperature was so low. They were scrambling for grip. I managed to copy a few of the mechanics, and I stood by the tyre warming tents, and not only was it nice and warm, oh, we got a good drive out there, but it smelled fantastic as well. So we've got one lap. That's Light Pro. And we also got a chance to have a pit walk down the pit lane with all the cars and a handful of the drivers out and about, meet and greet. Bad luck, bad luck. Oh God, oh. When you get that pendulum tank slapper, you just have to back completely out the throttle. Side by side on the last lap. he's squeezing. It's all going to be into the last hairpin. Is everybody going to hold it all together? Oh, I had no choice. Oh no, you two! No! What a shame! I've been gifted! You guys! Oh, light throw! Oh dear me! I didn't realise you guys were fighting so hard. Oh dear me! Oh, you better. I thought you were both going into the pits backwards then. But yeah, these cars are not it for everybody. I understand that. But if you stick with... yeah, Mobile One. But if you stick with them and just understand setting them up... I mean, it takes me a good 3 or 4 laps when I haven't driven them for a while just to understand how different they are. But absolutely brilliant racing. That was so funny at the end there. You guys put on a great show. And in the... I mean, understandably, when it's a fight to the death over the finish line like that, I understand a little bit of door banging. But at the start of the race, when people were getting too close to each other on lap 1, there's just no need. These cars are so tiny. There's only just enough room for you to get in them. There's so much room on this track. I bet you can get 4 wide. Not that I'd recommend it. Let's see if we can save that. Return to lobby. Right, where are we going next? Yeah, Kevin. It's right. I'm drinking this 0 alcohol beer from Aldi, and it's not a bad beer, but it's enough giving me the burps, so I have to keep muting myself. I don't want to be burping down your ears. Well, that's not bad if you got access to the Aldi 0 alcohol. It's not bad. I think I'll decide. I think we're going to jump back to the GT3s. And we're going to do that. That's what I fancy. Okay, Kevin. Yeah, some of this stuff's all right. I'm a stereotypical bloke, really, because I spend my life buying the cheap tools. And in fairness, even though they're not ultra cheap, but in fairness, the stuff that I've bought, it's all held up really well. So, and some of their cordless stuff, if ever you get, I've had, what have I had? I don't want to frighten too many people away from the stream. I'm talking DIY, but the Aldi stuff, what have I had? I've had several cordless drills, and they all work well. It's the with the big battery, and the lawnmower, the cordless lawnmower, and that is brilliant for the way I have to use it, because I have to do in-laws lawns as well. And it's great for just throwing in the back of the car and away you go with a battery. And I can easily do my lawn, which is like for the UK, a medium-sized lawn, I suppose, and mother-in-law's lawn, which is large. And them 2 batteries do it easy, and they also fit the cordless drills and the strimmer that I use as well. So yeah, if you get a chance. And they do some fantastic steaks that I've been having lately as well. So I'll just wait a little bit more. A few people have left. They don't fancy more GT3s. I think it's only fair that we do a little bit more GT3 racing, as that's what the thumbnail is. So I think if we start, people have still got time to join. I've done a bit of advertising tonight. Aldi. Mentioned Coca-Cola as well. Oh, can't wait for them royalty checks to start rolling in. Thank you so much for all the likes and the subscribers as well. It's absolutely brilliant. Really appreciate it. How's the world of Kevin? I hope you're keeping all right. Have you has the weather improved, or are you still under snow from the other week? Is your winter still continuing? Got a few people jumping in. They like the idea of more GT3s. We had issues as well, Kevin, with the way the log, without me realising. Oh, you've had some more snow. Yeah, we had some more snow up at Donington, like, you know, but nothing like what we had last week. It was just everything. 4 seasons in one day, I think we had today at Donington. But yeah, we when I set up the lobby, I did a private test setup before I went live, and everything was fine. And then when I jumped in, we lost traction control and ABS. And one of the regulars checked the lobby setup, and it was set to off. Now, I never tweak it. I always set it as realistic. And it's been like that since I've had Automobilista 2. So why it's jumped and switched itself off. And then a few people managed to find that little override where you go into your options and settings. Well, it looks like we've had somebody join and it's upset the server. Yeah, so the override was to go into the options. I'll show you. Options, controls, edit assignment. Was it? Yeah, assistant. And then click on that, reassign it, come back out, and it'd turn the traction control on. There we go, it's come back on my dash. But then it'd randomly reset itself. Voodoo Acid, that might have been you. What, joining and holding it up? Don't worry, you should be able to join again now we're in. Jump in. Be great to have you on board. Oh, look at that Mercedes that's just gone down there. Yeah, Mobile One, it's something to do with when people join and leave. Oh, great to have you on board. Voodoo. Welcome along. So, we have had issues with traction control and ABS, just to let everybody know, tonight. And the workaround, or the override, has been going into your options, go into the vehicle assist and reassign your traction control for your keyboard or your steering wheel. The switch on and off, that is. Or it might randomly switch off. So yeah, the guy in Mobile One looks like he might not have traction control or ABS. He's locking up a lot. So go back to the pits, Mobile One. If you haven't got ABS or traction control, I'll take that as no, you haven't got it. Go back to the pits, go into your options, assignments, assistance, and reassign the on-off traction control on-off or ABS on-off, and you should get it all back again. or it may reset for the race, which is making it rather interesting to say the least. And I must admit, all of these cars in real life are so impressive. Thank you, Under the Thumb. Good awareness at the end of the pit lane. So the lobby's filling back up. So I know a lot of people moan about... Oh. I know a lot of people moan on GT3s, but look, the lobby's filled straight back up again. And you can understand why. There's something very compelling about them. And you can drive them if you, even without the ABS and the traction control. And if you turn them off, Kevin, if you give them a try without ABS and traction control, you need a good handful of laps to get used to it. But they're quite rewarding. You do have to be a lot softer on the brake, and obviously a bit more careful on the corner exits on the throttle. But the lap times weren't too bad considering. And what will probably happen is, track limits. I should have set the weather to real weather and set it to 1 o'clock this afternoon. With black clouds, hail and snow thundering down. That was better. A little bit too wide on the exit. Could not go. Oh. Thought I kept it in the limits. Right, must do better. Thank you for everybody joining the lobby. Thank you for joining the stream. Appreciate you being here. If you haven't already, please consider hitting that like and maybe even subscribing. We've had quite a few notifications this evening for subscribers. And if you hit the subscribe, you'll see Murray Walker pop his head out to see who's joining us. I do miss Murray Walker. He used to frustrate me with some of his commentary, but so entertaining at the same time. Them's were the days. Right, let's see if I can behave myself and stay within track limits. That was better, but I could have been much quicker. Useless, absolutely useless. That's all right, I've just read what you put there, Kevin, but I wanted to get through the chicane. Wow. There's a little bit of confusion over that, because if you read what it says, in the description it says that if you're turning it to a lower number, you're actually turning it up, but I don't feel that personally. Let's just try it. I'll go the other way. See, cutting straight away there. I'm not sliding as much. So, turning it up has turned it up. That's how I feel. Correct me if I'm wrong. Stay on, stay on, stay on, stay on. Yes, we got away with it. We're on for a fastest lap. We're gone purple. Just need to hold it all together. See, Simon on. Traction control's rattling away. And again, rattle, 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 rattle. I'll turn it all the way down. Might be a daft move when I'm on the fastest lap. No clutter, no clutter. There it's coming. No, not wheel spin. Now it cuts in. Me experimenting. See, I got more slide as well then. Gone fourth. We're at the safe end of the pack. So you've missed joining the race, but you can join the lobby still. Oh, somebody's on the grass. That's not how you go around that corner. Oh, I'm losing too much time through the chicane. We're still on. And I threw it away. We're still up. Not good enough. I'm happy with 6 for tonight. So who we got in? We've still got 66 in here. Voodoo Acid, Walker Anderson, Bender, Luton Boy, Under the Thumb. Oh, thank you for having a quick look. Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's what I thought. But if you when you're doing it in the playing in the setup, I'm sure it reads different to that, unless they've changed it recently. Come on, let me go through that. That's better. Let's have a quick look. What am I doing? Traction control. Higher values allow less. Oh no, it does recorrect. Low values allow more slip. Yep. I like to turn it down so there's enough there to help you out, but not take away some of the throttle control. And the same with the ABS, really. Right. Right. Let's see what we can do. Again, thank you for all the likes. It's brilliant. Go on, press that subscribe button if you haven't already. Let's see Murray Walker pop his head and have a look to see who's there. Makes me smart. In fact, I need to put that on my list of things to do because that notification's in the wrong place. Alright, good luck everybody. Oh, first time tonight. Jump the start. Oh, one wheel on the grass. Still warming the tyres up. Somebody on the outside of us. Oh, a little lean. Oh, my traction control and ABS have turned off. That's why I'm locking up. Oh, stop. Such a different animal without traction control. I need to reset that in the lobby settings for the next live stream for Thursday. There's a couple of us with drive-throughs. No, don't lock up my flat spots. Get round. Time to box. I'm not going to get it stopped. I'm going to be blocked from the... My own fault. Frustrating. Somebody else is going to have to do it as well. He hasn't come in yet though. Terrible flat spot. Oh, the Nissan's struggling to stay on the circuit. I switch back. Make that decision quickly, get it done. To be so soft on the brakes, end up doing more trail braking as well. Alright Kevin, thank you so much for joining the chat again tonight. I am trying to plan a late night stream. You have to let me know what day's better. I might do it as an extra stream. I might do the normal one and either keep it going or come out and then set up a new one and do not an all-nighter but a late night for me, early evening for you guys. So is a Tuesday or a Thursday better for you, Kevin? No, stop. got to switch back. Oh, how on earth did I catch that? Right, we've got to get shifting now. Massive lock up into the hairpin there. If this guy behind has got his traction control working and ABS working, he's going to wonder why I'm on the brake so early. A lot of people in for damage. Oh, he's had a big spin. Bad luck. We'll be greedy with the curb there, set us up for this old hairpin. Oh! Final warning, we've got to be careful now. We're pushing really hard to catch up with the front pack after that drive-through penalty. Oh, big snap. Don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall, don't hit the wall. Getting to one, we got away with it. Nobody coming. We'll go to the other side of the track just to be safe. Yep, we're clear. That's because I was pushing that hard. I've overheated my rears. Not my ears, my rears. Oh, hello. Alright, Kevin, thank you for letting me know. I've got bench steering. Where are we? 12th. We were in 10th. If we'd have kept it on the grey stuff, I think we would have got about 8th or 7th with the pace we were putting in, but then we cooked the tyres. Feather in the throttle there. Oh, hello. Trying to be easy on the tyres. Just try and cool them down a little bit more. Oh no, not another one. Too greedy on the curves. Disaster of a race for myself tonight. I tell you what, the sound of this Merc isn't bad after hearing them ones today at Donington. Apart from the sound of the traction control making that ratcheting noise, you don't hear that from the cars. Are we going to lose another? No, I think we're going to hold 12th place. Just about. Watch the tyres. It's still quite warm, even though we came slowly through the pits. Oh, that front suspension and steering feels very strange. There's definitely more than one bolt being bent and come loose. Oh, well done guys at the front. Great racing. Best if you look where you're going. I had something else nearly fall off the rig because the vibrations from the suspension. Tiptoe round. There we go, there's our second race at Donington of the evening. Right, that's it. I'm well and truly done. Thank you so much for everybody joining. If you've just joined, we've been going for nearly, what have we been doing? 4 hours now. So we've had some great racing in the GT3s. Then we dropped into some open wheelers. And then we jumped back into the GT3s to end the race. And we've had some really good racing tonight. We had a few little technical issues with Automobilista 2. We lost traction control and ABS. And thank you, 66. Food of Acid. Yeah. No, it's good racing. Food of Acid, thank you very much. Really appreciate you guys joining the lobby and joining in chat. It means a great deal to me. Thank you for all the likes and all the subscribes tonight. It's been fantastic for you to join the stream and click on the little like button and subscribe. It does mean a great deal. And this is where I sign off. The next live stream is this Thursday from 5:30 UK time. And in that we'll join with the OlderDrive Fun Gang lobby from about 6:30. So I'll start at 5:30, then we'll join them guys at 6:30. If you want to know more about OlderDrive, there's a link down below. And all I can say is thank you so much for joining us tonight. And if you have been, thank you for watching. And bye-bye until the next time.